The year is 2007. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix hits theaters and absolutely shatters the global box office. Millions of people line up around the block, and the film pulls in a staggering $938 million worldwide. At the time, it becomes the 9th highest-grossing movie in human history. It was a monumental, undeniable success. Or was it? Because a few years later, a confidential accounting sheet from Warner Brothers was leaked to the public, and what it revealed was mathematically impossible. According to the studio's official documents, this billion-dollar cultural phenomenon didn't make a profit. In fact, on paper, Warner Brothers claimed the movie was a catastrophic failure, losing them exactly $167 million. Let that sink in. A movie generates almost $1 billion in cold, hard cash, and the studio claims they are entirely broke. How is that mathematically possible? If the biggest movies on Earth lose money, how does Hollywood even exist? Welcome to the darkest, most deceptive, and highly legal financial scam in the entertainment industry. A system designed to make billions vanish into thin air. It's called Hollywood accounting, and by the end of this video, you will never look at the box office the exact same way again. To understand the scam, you have to understand the setup. When a major studio decides to make a movie, they don't actually make the movie. If Warner Bros. Wants to make Harry Potter, they don't write the checks out of the main Warner Bros. Bank account. Instead, they create a brand new, temporary shell company, specifically for that single film. Let's call it Harry Potter 5 Inc. The studio loans Harry Potter 5 Inc. the budget to make the movie, let's say $150 million. Now, the shell company owes the studio that money back. But here is where the scam begins. The studio doesn't just want its money back, it wants to drain the shell company dry before anyone else can get a piece of the pie. So, the studio starts charging its own shell company for absolutely everything at an insane, ungodly markup. Need to distribute the movie? The studio charges a 30% distribution fee. Need marketing? The studio charges an advertising fee. But it gets worse. The studio will charge overhead fees for using office space. They will charge interest on the initial loan they gave themselves. By the time the movie actually hits theaters and the $938 million rolls in, the studio has billed the shell company for $950 million in fees. The studio funnels all the actual cash back into its massive corporate vault and leaves the shell company drowning in artificial, manufactured debt. At this point, you're probably asking, why? Why would a multi-billion-dollar corporation go through all this trouble to fake a loss? Why not just declare a profit and celebrate? The answer is simple: to screw over the people who actually made the movie. In Hollywood, there's a famous compensation structure called net points. When a studio hires actors, writers, or creators, they often promise them a percentage of the net profits. This means once the movie breaks even, you get a cut of the success. It sounds like a dream come true. Enter David Prowse, the physical actor inside the Darth Vader suit. For his work on Return of the Jedi, he was given a contract that promised him a share of the net profits. Return of the Jedi is one of the most famous movies in human history. It cost $32 million to make and pulled in a staggering $475 million at the box office. David Prowse was expecting a life-changing paycheck. Instead, he got a letter from Lucasfilm. The letter explained that, unfortunately, due to distribution fees, marketing costs, and interest, Return of the Jedi never made a profit. In fact, it was in the red. David Prowse got absolutely nothing. And he wasn't the only one. Winston Groom wrote the original novel Forrest Gump. The movie made $677 million. Paramount claimed it lost $62 million. He got nothing. Stan Lee created Spider-Man. The 2002 movie made $820 million. Marvel claimed it didn't make a dime in profit. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as it was designed. Eddie Murphy famously warned other actors about this, calling net profits monkey points, because only a monkey would be dumb enough to accept them. But in Hollywood, there are a few elite players who figured out the scam, and they found a secret, bulletproof loophole to beat the studios at their own game. There is only one phrase that matters to A-list movie stars, and it's called first dollar gross. This is exactly why Tom Cruise is a near billionaire. When Cruise signs on for a Mission Impossible movie, he knows the studio is going to hide the profits, so he refuses to take a cut of the net profit. Instead, he demands a percentage of every single dollar the movie makes from the very first ticket sold at the box office, before the studio can deduct their fake marketing fees, before they can charge their ridiculous 30% distribution tax. If the movie makes $1 billion, Tom Cruise takes his 10 or 20% right off the top. The studio can play all the accounting games they want with whatever is left, but Tom has already walked away with $100 million in cold, hard cash. Robert Downey Jr. did the exact same thing for the Avengers movies. In Hollywood, the golden rule is, if you aren't getting first dollar gross, you're working for free. Tom Cruise may have beaten the system, but the grand illusion of Hollywood accounting continues to thrive, because stiffing actors and writers is really just a bonus for the studios. The ultimate prize is the IRS. You see, parent companies like Warner Bros. Discovery, Disney, and Comcast make billions of dollars across all their different businesses, from theme parks to cable TV networks to selling merchandise. By legally claiming that massive, successful hit movies like Harry Potter are actually financial losses, the parent company can use those massive fake losses to offset the taxes on the billions they made everywhere else. They're essentially manufacturing tax write-offs disguised as entertainment. Recently, studios have taken this to a terrifying new extreme. In 2022, Warner Bros. Finished making a $90 million Batgirl movie. It was completely done, but instead of releasing it, they literally deleted the files and locked it in a vault forever. Why? Because the accounting department realized that claiming a $90 million total tax write-off was more profitable than putting it in theaters. The box office isn't a scoreboard anymore. To the mega corporations that own Hollywood, it's just a money laundering machine, a legal loophole where billions are made, millions are hidden, and the house always wins. If you want to see how the other half of Hollywood works, how tiny $5 million indie movies are secretly making more profit than $200 million superhero movies, click the video on your screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe.